So lads, big defending. Been a big week for defenders in the transfer news. And rather than spend 50 million on a World Cup winner, multiple Champions League winner, Arsenal signed a Brighton defender. Was it 50 million for Brighton? For him?
Pounds, yeah.
Oh, you were there. You were looking at me. I was
Yeah.
like, have I got the sum wrong?
So I think
Yes.
it's
50 million
pounds
big ones.
for
Now-
Ben White, and then 50 million euros for Varane.
He's it good. What do we firstly, before we even get into how he's going to do well? What do we think about 50 million?
That's like honestly, I think that's a little bit crazy for. Do we like watching a good defender, but he's come from a team that finished 16th place last season. It just seems a bit absurd to pay 50 million just because he's an English defender.
I can't say fuck all because Maguire cost us 75 mil. I'm not surprised at all. I think it's because it's a centre back. It's a bit like, oh, okay, but no surprise whatsoever from me at all. I think
Not just centre back though. Sorry, he can play in multiple positions. So what's I mean? He's not just centre back.
And I knew that.
Sorry, I thought you did. Yeah, you can play right back and you can play defensive mid.
It's hard to when you compare it against the Varane thing though, it's like that's
And
when you compare when you look at the accolades and Ben White's not a decent little player. He did did he feature much in the Euros? I can't remember.
No, I don't think he did.
He didn't.
He played two warm-up matches, didn't he? That was it. Like
he got brought in for Trent. So he was 27th man, literally. But what is interesting, or what we all need to understand is Varane going to United, even though United have fallen off a little bit. Let me finish the sentence. But Arsenal are a stepping stone club.
Banter club.
So he's going there for 50 million. He could well get bought by a proper team in like 2 years for like 80 million.
That's so outrageous.
I think they need the money.
Yeah, but I suppose with the fee, you got to think he is only 23. So you've got a defender there, and he does look promising talent, doesn't he? You've got a defender there that could be there for years, and I think he's better than anything Arsenal had anyway. Like
I think by the Qatar World Cup, and I thought this before this transfer, he would be at least third choice for England. And I know you're saying third choice is not a big deal, but I think he goes above Mings, he goes above Cody easily. Stones and Maguire. Maguire's set. Stones, if he carries on like he's doing, he's going to be pretty set. But White is a top. I think he's going to be a really big defender. And I think Arsenal are lucky to have him because, I think he could play for other teams. I know he's playing with Brighton down the bottom of the league, but I don't think that's his fault. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how he does. And I think he will be. Like I said, I think he's definitely going to go to the World Cup next year. So
I think it's a smart move. I don't think there's much risk in it. I think if they want to sell him in a couple of years, unless he has an absolute stinker, which I don't think he will, they'll be able to get the money back or sell him for more anyway. I think he'll be there for a good couple of years, though. I think he will be maybe one of the better players this upcoming season.
Yeah.
But with Ben White, like I said, it's still the fee. It is mad. Like I said, the thing that bothers me about that fee is when you've like I said, he finished 16th with his team. Reading online, I think they had the second joint least goals scored against over last season, but still come 16th, so lost games. 50 mil for him. Liverpool signed Canate from a second place Bundesliga team for 36 mil, and I know they're around the same age, but it's still 40 mil cheaper, and he come from a team where he literally got him second place.
It's that English, it's that English price tag, isn't it?
Yeah,
I reckon Brighton pushed it a little bit as well. I reckon
they did.
They got to. Yeah,
when you see a club like Arsenal
get the money off them,
and Brighton are seeing the position Arsenal are going to come. What terrible season they had last season. They're going to think, right, we can really bump up his price tag for a bit.
Like what Leicester did to United, didn't they? With Maguire, because in reality, you should have got Maguire for a lot cheaper, and then they thought, oh fuck it, it's Man United, one of the richest clubs in the world. Fucking 75 mil, please, drive.
Yeah, I feel like Arsenal's going to be obviously going to be the biggest test for Ben White so far. but I feel like he's performed well, like individually. Although the teams we've all seen him at so far haven't been quite as elite as Arsenal is, because obviously he did really well for Leeds, from what I can saw from the Swans game, getting him promoted, even though he's on loan. But then at Brighton, like that stat, even though they came 16th, I think defensively they were solid. So I mean, like when you say the World Cup though, if he has a bad season, Tez, do you think that's gonna hinder his chances? If he was 27th man for this squad, how is he a dead cert? Because
for me, I think Cody's definitely not going to be there based, because I feel like he got there really based. He was really lucky to be there, this one, Cody. And then also the fact Ben White plays right back. He can play on the right of the 3, or he can play the centre and the 4. So with the way England, I don't go into England too much, but the way they're set up, that really helps. And look, there's other great young centre backs. I think Tomori at AC Milan, if he carries on, he's got to suddenly get a cap at least. But or get another cap, I should say. But yeah, if he has a bad season, maybe. But then other England players have had bad seasons and they still get in the squads. That's just my point of view. And also, he was really good at Leeds, like seriously good at Leeds. Leeds wanted to keep him, playing under Bielsa, gone to Brighton, done well again. Brighton have Adam Lallana and Danny Welbeck in their team. They're not going to come high in the league.
Did he go for a big fee to Brighton? Or
No, I think these Brightons play...
He was on loan
at Leeds.
Oh,
okay. But like Arsenal, the thing with Arsenal as well, we have to remember is Arsenal, I think they bid 25 mil. I don't know. Then they definitely did a 35 mil. I think this is their 3rd or 4th bid. So yeah, Brighton, I don't think Brighton have ever sold a player for 50 million. Prove me wrong, but... So yeah, they just had to go. It's just 50 million. I bet the Brighton, they're loving it. They're going to use that money, hopefully well, and they'll be able to change their team with that sort of money.
Yeah, get a couple of good, decent players in for that.
Yeah,
get a bit higher. Yeah, they definitely could. Yeah, depending on who. If they do smart signings, obviously it's easy to say, and like they'll come higher up in the league. But yeah, it's very possible.
It'd be interesting to see who like the main partnership for Arsenal, because I feel like they rotate centre backs like
Gabriel, wasn't it? Gabriel.
I think it'd be Gabriel, yeah, but they still play Rob Holding a lot, and he's not great either. They got that Pablo Mari guy. So I don't know, man. Like defensively, Arsenal, well, all over the shop, they're in the shitter, so they need to pull something out. But it'd be interesting to see what defensive partnership. But I can see him if they're going to buy him 50 million. He's going to be number one.
He will until Arteta gets sacked, definitely.
Yeah, directly. Yeah, that we could go.
That's the issue with Arsenal.
Yeah, I can't see him lasting much longer this season. If he has another season like last, yeah, definitely. I can't see Arsenal holding him because he was unproven anyway. But we won't go into that. That's a whole different show altogether.
That's for another day.
That's for another fucking day.
The Arsenal slagging match, AFTV. Come for me.
Don't rob me showing up like.
Thanks for listening to VARguably the best football podcast. Now don't forget to follow us and like us on all social media platforms to keep up to date with the latest football news.